Cheerleading was originally started by men for men. Women were brought into the picture when they were needed for tumbling and stunts. Women eventually dominated the sport, and it definitely has evolved from there. As a middle school cheer team, we do cheer at football games as well as basketball games, and we tumble at both. And I think people really enjoy to watch our tumbling and cheering because we really want to get the crowd pumped up and energetic and involved with the team. We split up the group since there could be nearly 2 or 3 games a week. We take time to prepare for the sidelines. There are offense cheers, defense cheers, and general cheers, such as spirit cheers to get the crowd pumped up. And we have to learn different cheers for the basketball and football games.
We want to see you hit that hoop. Let's go, Drip Street.
For Family Fun Night, the cheerleaders performed and did really fun stuff. For stunts and tumbling, we did, for tumbling, each person did the hardest pass that we could do. And for stunts, we did libs and preps. And we did our cheer, which we performed at the competition. And our coach introduced us as we waved.
Eliza Witty. Ambassador herself, Miss Audrey Foles. A lot of the things that we do for conditionings consist of different various workouts that relates to cheerleading. One of the main things that we do is the national drills, which consist of a 2.5-minute circuit of different exercises like jumping jacks, frog jumps, V-ups, push-ups. The reason why we do that is because it lasts for 2.5 minutes, and regular routine is 2.5 minutes. So therefore, if we can condition and work hard and push through the pain for 2.5 minutes of consistent movement and consistent working out, then we can do a cheer routine that actually lasts 2.5 minutes, is a 2.5 minute routine, but with several breaks in it.
To stretch, we go down to right leg, pull our toe, then left leg, pull our toe, and then we go down to middle and push as hard as we can. It stretches the legs like our hamstrings. We also go down to splits, right, left, and middle. We do back bends to stretch our back so it doesn't pop while tumbling. I'm pretty sure that's just the gist of stretching mainly. We start with cartwheels, then we go to power round-offs, 2-step round-off, back handspring, 2-step round-off back handspring, tucks, hand tucks, layouts, also series, and anything else that you need to warm up. I think cheerleading means coming together as a group and cheering on and supporting your team like a family. To what most people would disagree to, I think it is a sport. We work hard and we compete, and it means a lot, I know, to our team. And being a part of the cheer team here, it's like a family, and supporting our football players and our basketball players.
7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cheer has impacted my life because I put a lot of time and effort into it, because if I didn't do cheer, I probably wouldn't have made the team, because I try really hard
And not a lot of people see that. You have to try, and they just think you have to say, go team, and you're on, when it's really not that at all. You have to put forth a lot of time and effort and responsibility, and you have to learn from your mistakes. And it's just, you have to do good to be on it. You can't have a good team without having good teammates. I have a lot of good friends on there, and I can trust them.
When we mess up, it's generally just a part of practice, and practice is a time for us to improve upon our skills and learn new things and get better. And sometimes that might not always work out. There are times when we're struggling even after a competition. We have to learn new things, and we get people a lot, like new people. They have new spots to learn for a base or a back spot or a flyer, and it might be completely new to them, but practice is our time to learn new things. To get better, we just have hundreds upon hundreds of repetitions, and there's a lot of sacrifices to getting better. We actually have to put a lot of work ethic in there, and it's the only way we can get better. We have to know what we're doing wrong to improve upon it. Our coach is really helpful to us, and he gives us little tricks or tips or things that we can do to make it better, because he said it's not all about strength, it's about technique.
We have practice 3 days a week, consisting of 2.5 hours to 3 hours of practice. So roughly around 6 to 9 hours a week on average. However, when we have like different ball games and fundraisers, there's numerous hours outside of practice that we do put into cheer, as far as community service, as well as basketball games, fundraisers. So I'm going to roughly say the amount of hours that we devoted to cheer, probably depending on the team and availability of everyone, probably around 15 to 25 hours a week. Cheer means a lot to me due to the fact that coming from someone that actually played football, wrestled, ran track, baseball, and also cheered, cheering has always been that one thing that's kind of been competitive. I like standing in front of a crowd, being in front of on the stage, being able to perform. So therefore, like I've used cheer as not only as something to be able to stay competitive and be able to compete, but also something to be able to get out in front of a crowd and stay performing, and then also to use my knowledge to go and give back to the youth that's coming up as today and make sure that they stay safe with cheering and make sure they have just as much fun and use cheer as much of an outlet that I have.
The feeling I get in the competition is like really, really nervous but exciting. And we warm up a routine, whatever we need to do, and then it's time to compete. First, it's standing tumbling, then running tumbling. Then after that, we do single bases or elites. And then after that, jumps, the dance, and then the pyramid.
Cheerleading is more than just a hobby. It is a passion. You have to have a passion for it to be involved, and you have to be committed to it. You have to work hard. You have to think you can do it. You have to have your mindset with a goal in the end, or else you'll never make it to the end. For a middle school team, we actually don't spend as much time compared to high school or all-star, definitely. We actually only have 2 practices a week, which is on Wednesday and Friday, and occasionally we have practice on Saturday, which is nowhere near the time that other middle schools around the area do.
Courage.
Family.
Amazing.
Determined.
Athletic.
Perseverance. Trustworthy.
Confident.
Spirit.
Competitive.
Responsibility